Falcon and Winter Soldier issue 2 see Sam and Bucky awaken after their beatdown at the hands of the Natural, finding the kid took Veronica with him, meaning he needs her for something. Sam wonders why the kid didn't just kill them, but Bucky says he can ask him when they find him. Bucky isn't happy that Sam stopped him from killing the Natural, but Sam says that he isn't about to let him be like the Punisher, and killing a killer is how Frank deals with these problems, not Bucky Barnes. Bucky says that Frank did something they should have done ages ago, killed Baron Zemo, but Sam thinks that Fisk did it. The two begin to argue, but Sam says it doesn't matter since he doesn't want Bucky to become the next Frank Castle. Bucky wants to focus on the job and Sam is ahead of him, knowing the train has already left the station, so Bucky will need a lift. Donning his wingsuit, Sam flies them to the 315 to Buffalo, dropping Bucky on the roof and taking a moment to rest his sore arms, since unlike Bucky, his arms are made of normal flesh and blood. Entering the train, they begin looking out for the supposed Zemo protege, trying to get past an old lady who tells him that they won't be doing that. Soon the entire train cart of people attack them, beating them and dogpiling on them. Two of the men wonder what Hydra will give them for taking down the heroes, hoping they get to name their own Hydra postings. Sam and Bucky beat their way through the people until no one is left standing in the cart, at which point Bucky asks how many train cars there were. Sam says that there were 8 including this one, and really hopes that they aren't all like this one. Unluckily for the heroes, they are, so Falcon and the Winter Soldier battle their way through the remaining 7 cars. In the aftermath, Bucky asks if any of the people they have taken down is the woman Sam was looking for, but Sam knows that Mackenzie wouldn't attack them like that, since she's a soldier, not a killer. Bucky gets up in Sam's face again, wondering what he's got to say to him, but Sam is just concerned for his friend, asking if he's okay. Bucky says he's just eager to get Zemo's protege and kill him, but Sam hopes that he can at least take the guy in alive. Bursting into the final train cart, they find Zemo's protege, a man wearing a Zemo mask, which the heroes find disappointed that the man didn't at least try and change things up, since the mask is quite creepy. The protege, however, is revealed to be the real Baron Zemo, who says the Punisher never killed him, only took his hand. He tells the heroes that Ghost was the one who apparently quote-unquote killed him, but it was a process that they later reversed, which was all planned from the beginning. Bucky intends to shoot Zemo in the head so the death sticks this time, but the villain knows he won't, since he's currently locked in a leadership contest with an unknown opponent. And if said opponent was to become the Hydra Supreme Commander, then they would unleash a devastating attack on the American government. But if Zemo wins, he won't be announcing Hydra's resurgence anytime soon, at least not in a crass manner like he would. Rather, he would stick to the shadows and plan for the future. Sam says that he could take him down and the rival down, but wants to know about the Natural, whom Zemo knows is quite the prodigy, but he isn't one of his people, not yet at least, since he hasn't had a chance to recruit him. Zemo reveals that he didn't attack the OFU, since they actually helped him tremendously, despite knowing their mission was to track their training camps. Originally, he was going to wipe them out, but he found them useful when he intercepted their reports and used them to identify possible recruits with great value. Bucky wants to know who destroyed the OFU then, and Zemo knows that it had to have been his rival, jealous at the fact that he was recruiting new, stronger Hydra agents. Sam wants to know where the train is headed with a trainload filled with failed assassins, which Zemo agrees is less than stellar performance on their part, but he will whip them into shape soon enough. Bucky wants to take them so they can deprogram them, but Zemo tells him that he's not very bright since they have entered into a partnership. Zemo says that he's already offered them a choice, him or the rival, and tells them that he can give them the Natural's parents' address, telling the heroes that they will likely find him there and likely find that they are very passionate. Bucky doesn't want to entertain this idea, but Zemo says that he knows of Bucky's deal with the government, and if word were to leak about his involvement with people like Zemo, then maybe his pardon would be waived and he would be locked up, and Zemo can do it all with a push of a button. Bucky angrily shoots at Zemo's computer, but the villain says that it wasn't that button. With no other choice but to team with Zemo, the heroes head to Altoona, Pennsylvania, where upon knocking on the door of a house, they find the parents of the Natural, finding them, much like their son, to be huge Captain America fans, something that doesn't impress Sam and Bucky. Falcon and Winter Soldier issue 2 continue continued the fun action as the heroes and us readers discover that Baron Zemo is indeed still alive. I've been loving the connections this book has had to Matthew Rosenberg's Punisher run and how it is furthering its Hydra plot in a really awesome way. Bucky and Sam's constant bickering was also really great, and I like how it's not a vicious bickering either. It's not like two rivals bickering with each other, it's just basically two siblings fighting with each other, and it's exactly how it should be. I'm looking forward to the heroes tracking down the Natural and having to deal with his seemingly Captain America fanboy parents, since that seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.